Hello everyone, welcome to Digital Learning World. In previous lecture we have already discussed what are the basics in DBMS and what is the basic difference between data and information. So moving towards the next topic, that is file system versus DBMS. So now what system we used before DBMS or what are the problems that are facing in file system that are removed by DBMS? And what are the advantages in DBMS that we removed the old with the new one, right? So before DBMS, we use file system. We will not say that we don't use file system in this era. The scenario of 1970s where how we access our data. For example, I am a user and I am having a data in my system and I am accessing that data. Or as a user, I am saving that particular data. So in that case, we can use file system because user only manage the data in the form of file. So it's very easy for me. I'll take a drive to access that particular data. If we see in our system that in a laptop, file system already exists in it. Because file system is inbuilt operating system. What is file system is? Inbuilt operating system. Right. So we use file system as well. So basically what are the disadvantages that file system is replaced by DBMS? For example, CIFS or NFS. Suppose this is a file system. So we user in that we can store data in the analytical form. So we can make drive and drives. We make folder, then further we make subfolder. For example, in your mobile phone, I am having gallery. Everybody is having gallery in your mobile phone. So if I want to make a folder, if I want to create a folder, I can easily create as folder 1 or any name you can create. It's your choice. So I have created one particular folder in gallery. Right, if I want to transfer any particular photos, so I can transfer in this folder. Now further, if I want to, again I want to create a folder, I can make subfolder further also. Right, subfolder 1 or subfolder 2. Right, so we can make drives and drives, we can make folders, then further we can make subfolders. Right. So this is the use of file system. But why we are using DBMS? When file system is working properly, then why we are using DBMS? What is the need of using DBMS? Because now we are using client server architecture. What we are using? Client server architecture. That's why there is a need of using DBMS versus file system. So that means my data is not only with me, I am not only accessing the data, right? So my data is on centralized location. Where my data is? My data is on centralized location, right? So that the data could be used by the user all over the world. So in file system, only I am handling my data, right? Only I can access a particular data. But here DBMS, not only I will access my data is on centralized location so that everybody can access my data, right? All over the world. So let me explain you this with the help of diagram. For example, this is my server and I have various users. Right. So this is my server and I am having a particular data in this server. Right. I am having my data in this server. So this data is attached by the user. this data is attached by the user, right? So this is present all over the world. They are trying to access those data. So no, I'm not only accessing this data is using by the other users also, right? So in this case, user is present all over the world, so that's why they are using the data. So at this point we cannot use file system, we have to use DBMS, right? In file system you can't work together, you can't access your data at the same time. Many people cannot access your data at particular time, right? But in DBMS you can easily access, many people can easily access your data because it's on centralized location. Now let's discuss file system and DBMS in detail. Now come to the first point, that is searching. Now first point is searching. Now how searching is useful in file system as well as in DBMS. So when we search for a train, I am giving an example of train so that it will be more easier for you to understand. So let's say I am searching the data of 1 KB. What I am searching? I am searching the data of 1 KB, right? Or I want to find the detail of a particular train. So to find the particular detail of a particular train, if we use file system, then the whole file will occur. Means the detail of each and every file will occur. But we need the detail of a single train, right? Here I need the data of 1 KB. That means I want the information of particular single train, right? But according to IRCTC, they are having a huge amount of data, right? Because obviously there are so many trains and every train detail they are having, right? So I want a particular single train detail to find, right? That means I want to find 1 KB of data. But when I'm searching on file system, by using file system, the data of 25 GB is coming, right? Basically I want to find 1 KB of data by using file system, but 25 GB of data is coming. That means unnecessary memory is using, which is very complexing. So to overcome from this problem, we are using DBMS. The problem that we are facing in file system, that means when we are searching data for 1 KB, right? But complete data is showing by using file system. But here I want the data of single train. So that's why we are using DBMS, so that the searching could be easy. The complexity which we are facing in searching in file system, that is removed by DBMS. So now let's talk the concept of DBMS as searching. Now what DBMS says, it says that your 25 GB of data is with server, right? Your complete data is with your server. That means Indian Railway server. Obviously, if we are talking about railway, we are taking example of IRCTC. So here Indian Railway server is having the complete data, right? That means what user will do? User will simple write a query using SQL. On the basis of that query, user will get only 1 KB of data, right? Instead of getting complete 25 GB of data, by writing a single query in SQL. This we will later discuss. SQL and various queries are there. So these terms we will discuss later on. So here I am giving you an example. So when you write a simple query by using SQL, so you will get only the data that is required, like only single train data will occur, that is 1 KB. This is the first point, that searching is fast with less complexity, and memory utilization is also efficient. So both point of view I've already explained you searching. Now let's come to the second point, that is attributes. So whenever we search any data by using file system, so we required attributes, right? Now what is attributes? That means attribute means file name, its location and file permission. So these are basically attributes which is required using file system. Whenever you are accessing a data or I want to access a particular data in file system, so there is a requirement of these attributes. You have to give a particular file name, right? You have to tell the location where your file is storing, your folder is storing, and you need file permission. So these are some attributes which is required in file system. That means the data which I am accessing, so to that particular data we need metadata. Now what is metadata? Basically metadata is data about data. Data about data means data of particular data, that is your metadata. Data about particular file, that the data I need first. For example, normally if we are accessing file in our system, then the location comes. Like location could be any, like C colon hashtag folder 1 colon folder 2 slash folder 3. Location could be anything, right? So when we have that particular location, so this is your location. So when you are having a particular location, only then I can access the data in file system. But in DBMS there is no need of any attributes. It's totally independent. DBMS is totally independent. There is no need of any attributes in DBMS. Right. User will write single query in a system by using any platform. Platform could be anyone, like any web application. For example, by using any web application I am accessing my data. So I will not require any particular attributes. I don't want to give file names, its location. I don't need any file permission in DBMS. But in file system, you definitely need to follow these attributes. So in DBMS, with the example of IRCTC, what I am doing, I am sending a request. I have sent the request on web application, on mobile application. Right, I am sending a particular request on web application. So what will happen? Then request will directly go to the server. Where request will go? It will go directly to the server. Then server will respond according to that particular data. So for the respond, we don't need any attributes, right? So when server is responding, there is no need of attributes, right? So DBMS is providing easiness in searching. It's providing easiness in searching, right? So that's why we are using DBMS over file system. Now come to the third point, that is